Hello, welcome to ExamPadi. Our topic today is courage. In this video, we will explore the meaning of courage, identify types of courage, and state the attributes of a courageous person. We are social creatures, and our desire to fit in is fundamental. As a result, we often feel the pressure to do what other people require of us. Courage is the ability to face danger, difficulty, uncertainty, or pain without being overcome by fear. Courage makes a person fearless and brave to fight for what is right and true. It is the secret sauce that enables a person to act despite their fears. Courage might not be necessarily easy. However, it can be practiced, learned, and developed over time. There are 4 major types of courage. 1. Physical courage. This involves proceeding despite fear of physical harm. You would exercise physical courage when entering situations where your body may be under threat. At times, you know you will be harmed, but you feel you have to proceed regardless because of a moral, personal, or social obligation to do so. You may also need to use your fine and gross motor skills to protect yourself in these situations. For example, you may need to outrun a dangerous animal or protect someone from an attack. 2. Moral courage. It is the boldness and steadfastness to do what is right, regardless of the pressure to do otherwise. Moral courage is not just about doing what you believe is right, but also knowing what is right. This type of courage is often associated with truthfulness. For example, standing up for a person who is being picked on, choosing not to participate in activities that are not right. Ralph Nader said, "Moral courage is the highest expression of humanity." And Theodore Roosevelt also said, "Knowing what's right doesn't mean much unless you do what is right." 3. Spiritual courage. Spiritual courage is the ability to exhibit one's spiritual faith and live according to the tenets. 4. Intellectual courage. Intellectual courage is the willingness to learn and expand our horizons. People with intellectual courage are willing to have their minds changed in the face of fact and debate, despite the vulnerability of having their views undermined by new information. What are the attributes of courageous persons? Some of the attributes of men and women of courage include 1. Boldness. This is the ability or willingness to get things done despite risks. It takes both boldness to stand for the truth and fight every form of corruption and injustice in the society. 2. Bravery. Bravery involves fearlessly valuing a goal or conviction and acting upon it, whether popular or not. For example, a soldier would rather go to war to save his country. Bravery makes a person bear the negative consequences of his or her actions. 3. Commitment. Courageous people are dedicated to tasks assigned to them. They are willing to give their time, money, and talent to fight for a just cause. For instance, Professor Dora Akunyili of NAFDAC committed herself to eradicating fake drugs in Nigeria. She was committed to this great task until she left the office. 4. Endurance. A courageous person has the ability to withstand hardship or adversity even in the face of prolonged stressful efforts or activities. 5. Determination. Courageous people never give up fighting for a cause, despite the difficulties attached. 6. Diligence. Individuals who are courageous are careful and persistent in their given duties until their goals are achieved. Other attributes of courage are 1. Self-confidence. Courageous people believe in themselves. 2. Conviction. You always know where a courageous person stands. 3. Integrity. Courageous people know the difference between right and wrong. 4. Leadership. 5. Compassion. 6. Objectivity. 7. Strength in adversity. Let's discuss a few courageous people in the history of Nigeria. 1. Dr. Stella Ameyo Adedevo. She was a courageous physician credited with having curbed a wider spread of the Ebola virus in Nigeria by placing the infected Liberian patient, Patrick Sawyer, in quarantine despite pressure from the Liberian government for him to attend a conference meeting. 2. Moremi of Ife. Moremi Ajasoro was a legendary Yoruba queen and folk heroine in the Yoruba land region of present-day southwestern Nigeria, who assisted in the liberation of the Yoruba kingdom of Ife from the neighboring Ugbo kingdom. 3. Queen Amina, commonly known as the Warrior Queen, was the first woman to become the Sarauniya, that is queen, in a male-dominated society. She expanded the territory of the Hausa people of West Africa to its largest border in history. Additionally, Amina has been credited with ordering the construction of a distinctive series of ancient Hausa fortifications known as Amina's Wall, and with introducing kola nut cultivation in the area. 4. Jaja of Okpobo. Jubo Juboga. Born in Umuduora, Omaigbo in Igbo land, was taken at about the age of 12 as a slave in Boni by Obwa Ajuku of Oguta. He was the slave boy who became a king. Jaja of Okpobo was an exceptional leader, a wealthy merchant, and a very diplomatic man. He was also a man of honor and power. His tenacity and doggedness, even in the face of persecution and imprisonment, earned him respect, dignity, favor, even with his captors. Here are a few things you can do to increase your courage. 1. Remind yourself that fear isn't always helpful. 2. Expand your comfort zone gradually. 3. Remember to breathe. 4. Take a step back and get objective. 5. Be knowledgeable, have faith, and take actions. We have come to the end of today's lesson. Answer the following questions to test your knowledge of the topic. 1. Explain the meaning and types of courage. 2. Identify 2 courageous people explained in this lesson. 3. Discuss 3 attributes of a courageous person. Thank you for learning about courage with me. I'll see you in our next video. Bye!